Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining me in my chaos. Kelly's chaos, whatever. Alright, so this is going to be part 2 of my Philodendron collection. Whatever survived the 2025 fiasco, plant fiasco. Alright, we're going to just jump into it because I still have a lot and I do have to go somewhere, so this is probably going to be part 2 of 3. Alright, so the first one I'm going to show you is my Philodendron Summer Glory. I don't know if you can see that. I have to redo all the tags for them, but it's fine. This is technically, I think, a crawling plant. This is what she looks like. Not too bad, not too bad. I am forcing this plant to be a climber because of space. And I don't have like a big long trough type of planter. I don't have space for it anyway. This is the leaf that I put out outside. Very nice. It has a nice medium green. I call this like a medium green with very bright, maybe not bright, but brighter or lighter green venations. The backs are like a muddy green. And when they first come out, they are pink. I just like helped unroll this. I know you're not supposed to, but I did it anyway. So when they first come out, the backs are pink. And like the whole leaf is kind of pinkish. Pinkish, I guess, orangish, kind of like the Summer Glory, like a sunset maybe. These are some older leaves. This leaf is smaller than the leaf that came from outside, which I'm assuming all of my philodendrons leaf sizes are going to go down because they're not going to be outside in the sun. They're going to be just under my LED light that I have. And I only have one set up in here. It's like I told you, it's chaos. Like this room used to be decked out in all the plant stuff, and like plants are doing so good, but life happens and it is what it is. We do have like a little pup that's sprouted down here. Look how cute. You can see how cute the little leaves are. It's so cute. We have another little pup. We have 2 little pups. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, right here. And then this one's a little bit bigger, but this one's like newer, as a newer little pup. And it's just so cute. This is probably like my favorite leaf right now. It's on one of the pups. I know it's not like big and huge, but look how nice and green and shiny. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful leaf. But yeah, so my experiment to kind of force this to be a growing plant is working. I mean, you know, the plant wants to live. And if I'm saying you can only grow up, it's, you know, it's letting me manipulate it to grow up. Would it probably grow faster and maybe better, maybe bigger leaves if I let it crawl? Probably, but we don't have space, so we're not doing that. All right, Philodendron Summer Glory. Let me put you here. My ankles still hurt, by the way, so we're not moving quickly, but we are moving. Oh, yeah, we're caught on another plant. Oh, there we go. All right, so this plant used to be so nice. Like all of this used to be full of leaves. And this is my Philodendron Florida Green. You can't really read it. This one's like definitely faded out, but I used to have 3 plants in here. And we only have 1 left, which, you know, is what it is. And then the top of the plant is very sparse, very sparse. The petioles are huge. This one came inside, or I'm not 100% sure. This one might be from outside. This might have been from inside. I don't know. The neglect maybe? Because I didn't have lights on in here either. It was bad. It was really bad. It was bad. Bad news for a couple months. So I think this leaf grew inside during the neglect. This leaf, I think, grew outside with the sunshine. And look at the shape of those leaves. Do you see it? Can you see it? I don't know. But this is such a cool, the upper top parts like are overlapping. It's so cool looking. And then we have a new leaf growing in right here, which has a smaller petiole. So I'm really excited and happy and hoping bringing the plant back inside is not going to cause the petioles to get huge again, because it does take up like a lot of space. This is definitely one of the plants that I am strongly considering chopping up and starting again as propagations. There's a little spider crawling up. He's like a little white spider, so I just leave him. It's fine. You're not going to be able to see him. He's so tiny. But yeah, so that is what's going on for this plant. It is a little sad because this plant used to be so large and in charge, and the leaves went from this to now I feel like I finally got a mature leaf or a maturer leaf outside, and now I'm bringing them back inside. Here you can kind of see the differences. This is an older leaf, a less mature leaf, and this is a more mature leaf. Just cool. They're like upside down, but I don't want to break it. Isn't that so cool? The dog's gonna bark. Why? I don't know. There's nothing to bark at. There's a window. There's nothing. The wind is upsetting them, so they're gonna bark. But yeah, I'm really excited to finally get all my plants back together. But if I can start getting some leaves like this, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, my Florida green. At least it lived, right? The next one I'm going to show you is my Philodendron tortum. And this one is a little floppy. I'm a little concerned about the roots on this one, but so far these plants are okay. I might try to like pin down the stem like I did on one of my other plants. I think I showed you in my last video, just to kind of help the plant out, like get more roots going. This is the leaf. Ooh. This was the last leaf that grew inside the house. Looked okay, you know. This leaf grew outside. This plant kind of didn't really, it lost some leaves, but it wasn't too affected. It didn't lose all of its leaves. I still have like a bunch of leaves here. It's starting to grow a new leaf right here. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see what these leaves end up looking like. If I can't remember if there is like a mature form of this leaf, or if this is just what it is. I'm excited for this plant to get really big and massive. If I have to only keep like a couple of plants and like grow them for like 20 years to see how big they get, this is one I want to keep and hold on to, just to see. Like I just imagine this in like a I don't know, like a 30-gallon like planter, huge planter. That's probably too big, but you know, like a 10-gallon planter. You know, huge leaves, like really thick stem. That's like my hope for this plant. But so far, this is what we got, and so far we're not dying. We are very floppy, but I think we're gonna be okay. I hope. All right, this one down. Oh, this one over. This one, don't snap. That would be horrible if that just snapped as I'm trying to show you, wouldn't it? All right, the next one I'm going to show you is my Philodendron Pink Princess. There's a couple of plants in here, so this is why I think it looks a little better. And also some of these lower stems have started shooting out little pups. Look at that little half moon leaf. Look at it. And there's another one right there. Oh, that's really cute. Most of the leaves don't have that much pink. This one does. Let me stop talking before it looks like I don't know what I'm saying. Because, yeah, no, the leaves up here, like, don't have any pink. It's just like the smaller pups that are growing out and having a lot of pink. So maybe this was like a good thing that I neglected this plant, and now it's going to shoot out pups at the bottom. So now I'm going to get a lot more pink, maybe, right? But even if I don't get pink, I still really like the Philodendron Pink Princess. Look how dark, deep, purpley, pink, green colored these leaves are. And they get pretty big too. Like, I'm sure they get larger if you take care of them better. This is what the backs look like. Kind of like brownish with the vein going down the center. Really pretty. I do really like this plant. I know some people like don't like it because it doesn't have the pink that they want or whatever it is, but I really like it. So she's still doing good. She still looks decent. You know, she's a little sparse on the bottom, but she's starting to grow new leaves, and they're coming in pink. We got some, like, really good pink coming out. That is very exciting. So exciting. All right, Philodendron Pink Princess. Let me see if I can grab the other one without falling or dropping anything. Oh, this is a big one, right? You get over there. You come up here. Okay, got it. I got it. This is my Philodendron squamiferum. As you can see, we shot out a new pup, so we have a little baby right here growing. We are growing some new plantage and some new leaves down here, but the majority of the leaves are still up here. And it doesn't look too bad. I do have to find my Velcro and kind of Velcro these back up onto the poles because, again, they're going a little wonky. I try to, like, wrap it around the pole without, like, breaking leaves, but that's not always possible. And I feel like the plants have been through enough, so I'm kind of just, like, letting them go for a little bit. Let them try to live. The squamiferum has the beautiful fuzzy petioles. I think you can see that. Oh, maybe not. There you go. They come in bright red. They do fade to a green. And the fuzziness of the petioles get to be about here, which is pretty fuzzy. This is pretty fuzzy. And the fuzzies kind of have like a little pinkish tinge to them. The newest leaf is right here, and it looks like this. I'm not sure if there's like a mature form of this leaf. If you know, let me know. But I'm pretty sure this leaf grew outside. And then on this plant, this leaf grew outside. Look how nice and shiny that is. It's a really pretty plant. And then we have a new leaf growing in on this plant and also on this plant. So yeah, we're okay. We have a new leaf over here too. This is the newest leaf on this little plant. This plant has like put out a lot of babies. It also was one of the larger plants. I'm just going to talk between the leaves that I had ever bought. I had a lot of like plants in the pot that I bought when I bought it. So that's probably why this plant looks so full. There's just more plants in here. And I would like all my plants to get like this. So that's really kind of why I'm like, I think I should just chop and prop and then like fill out plants. But I don't know. Yeah. But my Philodendron squamiferum. All right, what time are we at? All right, I think I have time to show you one more plant. And then I have to skedaddle. Let me try to grab this one. All right, this one is my Philodendron mayoi. And it's a little finger philodendron, kind of. Not as fingery as the tortum, but still fingery. And this is what she looks like. She did lose some leaves here and there. She does have a little baby spider. I don't think you can see right here the web. I'm going to leave it alone. But she's still growing well. She just unfurled this leaf inside. So it's still a little floppy. I don't really want to mess with it too much. We have a new leaf coming in right here. And then this leaf came out while it was outside. So I wish I lived somewhere where I could just leave plants outside all year round and let, like, you know, nature kind of help me out, but I don't. So this is what we have. This is the leaf it put out before I put it outside. So this is like a neglect leaf, not too bad. The petiole is longer than the leaf that was outside. So there's that. And yeah, this is just a really, overall, I think, really pretty plant. I think all of the plants I have are pretty. Obviously, I bought them. Sometimes you get a plant and then, like, you just keep looking at it and you're like, you know what, you weren't worth it. But I think the plants that I have now that are alive, that made it through all the neglect, are worth it. There's some that I'm shocked about, especially the Hoya, but that's another video. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you have any of these plants. How are you taking care of them? How large are they? And how successful were you at chopping and propping to make like a fuller, bushier plant? And that's going to be it for today. Until next time, relax, plant. Peace out.